So, yes, it's time to talk about menopause. And what do I know? Well, it doesn't matter what I know or what I don't know, because I have somebody here with me at the Mayo Clinic to talk about a specialty of hers, and that is the pride of the University of Arizona Medical School, Dr. Juliana Kling, and we're delighted to have you with us, including our Sun Devil fans.
Yes, I did go to ASU for undergrad, and then U of A for medical school.
Now, does menopause have to really be a change of life?
Well, it is a change of life. It's when the ovaries stop functioning, and so the hormone levels drop. 100% of women, if they reach the age of 50 or menopause, will experience menopause, and about 80% of those will experience symptoms. So some women will go through the change of life without symptoms, but a majority will have symptoms.
Now, hormone replacement therapy is something I've done a lot of reading about, but most of it has to do with the fact that it seems to be constantly controversial, whatever it is that I'm reading about hormone replacement therapy. Why?
That has to do with the study, the history of our research in hormone therapy. A lot to do with the Women's Health Initiative that was done in the early or mid-1990s. It was closed early in 2002 because of an increased risk of heart attack, stroke, breast cancer, and blood clot. But what we see when we go back and look at the study is that the average age of women in that study was 63 years of age. And the average age of menopause in the U.S. is 50. And so it turns out that if you start hormones early in menopause, so less than age 60 or within 10 years from your last menstrual cycle, that the safety profile is much better. And for most women, without contraindications, they could consider hormone therapy for symptoms of menopause.
For many young women and most men, when we're talking about menopause, the only thing that anybody ever brings up are hot flashes. Where do those come from?
That's a great question, and I don't think we have a concrete answer, but our thought is that it's a reflection of an issue with the thermoregulatory zone. So for most of us, our thermoregulatory zone may be this big, and it takes quite a lot to get you to sweat or to shake if you're cold. During menopause, because of likely the influence of hormones, that zone goes like this. So you walk from this room to the next, and there's a little temperature change, and it precipitates one of those flushes. But there's lots of other things that can trigger them: caffeine, stress, spicy food, those type of things. So many times women will avoid those things when they're having hot flashes.
We've talked about a variety of ages applicable to menopause. When is a woman best advised to start talking to her doctor about menopause? How early in her life?
That's an excellent question, and probably it hinges on symptoms. Most women will start having perimenopausal symptoms before they experience the symptoms of menopause, and the first sign typically is a change to their menstrual cycle. So either it's heavier or lighter or earlier or more frequent or less frequent. That can typically happen in the mid-40s, and they can talk to their doctor about things that they can do to help with those symptoms. And then if they're developing things like hot flashes and night sweats, they can talk about hormones as an option.
If Dr. Juliana Kling seems to sound authoritative about these things for a couple of reasons. One is, yes, she's a graduate of the University of Arizona Medical School, but also she's a part of Mayo Clinic. I need to say no more.